How's everybody doing? It's your boy Flip Kicky here, and sadly, this week is going to be a little different. Originally, I had the video recorded, done, live reactions, everything, the whole shebang. Teambuilder's even a little shorter, it was like 25 minutes. I did recently get a new PC setup, and I've been having to move stuff from my old drive to my SSD, and vice versa, delete stuff I don't need in my SSD, and in the process, the video file was lost, it's gone. I looked high and low for it. It is not there. It's gone. I must have accidentally cleared it out of my recycle bin without noticing, and I can't find it anywhere. This week is going to be a little bit different. I have the team made. I'll still run through the team very quickly. You can obviously see Kevin brought those mods on the right. That is what my layout was when I was actually recording it. I will still react to the battle, so to let you guys know what happens. You still guys get to see it. The reactions won't be live like they have been. Probably not as many edits as before, or not near, or any at all for that matter, because I just want to get this out. It's obviously a day late. It's Monday. They usually are out on Sunday, but it's still out. I still want some type of week. I don't want to just see the playlist go from 3 to 5. That would be weird. So I'm just going to run through that. I'm playing Kevin. Last season, which I obviously didn't record because where I started making videos and stuff, but last season I was at, I think, 3 and 4 going into week 8, and I needed to play Kevin, and I needed to win that for a solid playoff spot, and I lost. And Kevin had not won a game yet that season. So I really can't play Kevin seriously. He doesn't play mostly anyone seriously. He's 0-3 right now. He's lost every game to 4-0. And here I am. I was going to try and change that. And I brought also on these. Resto, Chesto, Wicked Blow, Bulk Up, Urshifu. First thing. Life Orb, Punch the Thunder, Nice Thunder, You Thunder, No Thunder Here, Wrong Water Type, Better Ghost. Turn 1 of the battle against Kevin, I had Pelipper. I actually drafted a semi-rain team. I led Pelipper, he led Drifblim. Turn 1, thundered my Pelipper. Turn 1, and that was the meme of the season. So everything is anti-thunder. And I brought Jolteon so he couldn't thunder. It's Life Orb, Jolteon, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, very standard, but also Baton Pass Agility, so it can pass into Expert Belt, Lightning Rod, Special Rhyperior. Just in case he wants to throw a Thunder off, I get a boost. And it's Asian Power, Stealth Rack, Hydro Pump, and Earth Power. Just the best coverage moves. As you can see, this team took me 20 minutes to build. It honestly took me 20 minutes to build. Ew Thunder, Roserade, Black Sludge, Complete Hazard Spiking Cheese. That's it. Just a bunch of special defenses, bulky, with just hazard stacking cheese. Very covered Rhyperior, Slowbro. Mega Slowbro with all 2-turn moves. I should put Future Sight on this. I realized that afterwards, but I wanted to make him physical. So Substitute, so Sub Punch, and then I realized, okay, I could put Skull Bash and Giga Impact on him because he has to recharge, so it's technically 2 turns. Max Attack at him. Just dicking around. And then Ring Target Gengar. You'll see during the battle, Gengar actually turns out to be the MVP. Ring Target, I wanted to trick a Ring Target onto his team. He has Crocodile, which I would want to hit with electric moves. He had Galarian Moltres, which I would want to hit with possibly ground moves. So there was a lot of interesting stuff I could Ring Target and hit his team with, and vice versa. But Ring Target actually saved the game because Ring Target also makes Gengar get hit by normal moves and fighting moves, which I did know, but that wasn't the normal contingency, because if I got hit by a normal or fighting move, I guaranteed got my Destiny Bond off. Because I was very afraid of Furret. He has Furret, and I didn't want to get swept by his Furret. So I had this. This was, okay, you want to hit me with any move? You have to hit me, and I will Destiny Bond you. Gengar's just been a Destiny Bond button the 2 times I brought it, but it also has Hex, and also has Clear Smog if anything you want to set up. Hex worked very well with layers of Toxic Spikes with Roserade, as you can see, but that was also a plan going into it. That I have max special attack, timid speed, so I can guarantee outspeed pretty much all his team. And I can just trick Hex everything. So, not trick Hex, just Hex when everything's poisoned. Because he had spinners, but they weren't very reliable. So, that is a team. We're going to get into the battle now. Alright. We're here. We're chilling. We're here. We're going to go to play the music off. Switch sides. We're going to go to my perspective. All Alright. Sorry if it looks a little jank like this. It's the battle replay, it's not the real battle, so it's gonna look a little jank compared to how the normal wings actually are. But we're just gonna run through it. We're just gonna play it on slow. I decide to lead. He leads Sableye, I decide to lead Jolteon. Now what did I go for here? Oh, he has Metronome. Sableye can use Metronome, Togetic can use Metronome, Poliwhirl can use Metronome. Togetic had 2 moves, Tailwind and Metronome. Poliwhirl had 2 moves, Metronome and Thief. He just clicked Metronome on it. When I tell you this was a meme fight, this was a meme fight. Dream Eater turn 1, I'm not asleep so it doesn't work. Life Orb Thunderbolt, 92%. That was not a roll, it wasn't going to kill him, but it would do big damage. So I was planning on Volt switching this turn, but he Prankster Metronomes, which is priority, Dragon Tails me. So I go away, and he dies to his Life Orb. So I'm already up 1. Gengar's out. Then he decides to bring in Poliwhirl. I don't want to stay in. I'm just going to go back out to Jolteon. I just get free electric moves off. Poliwhirl's going to Metronome now. Vicious Rend. Very powerful stab water move. It just kills Jolteon. Straight up. That's it. So, that was unfortunate. Slowbro's out now. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to Mega and start Skull Bashing. Like, if there's no point. I'm just going to start Skull Bashing. Because, why the fuck not? Metronome, slack off. Full health, not going to do anything. Skull Bash, 36%. I'm like, okay, I can just hit it with 3 of these. No big deal. Metronome. Peck. I'm like, great. This is going to do nothing. It's time for another Skull Bash. I have to wait. And then he Metronomes Fusion Flare. I was like, this is fantastic. He's not getting any good moves off. Skull Bash again. All I need is 1 more. There's no way Togetic's going to do 84% to me. I'm a Slowbro. Shadow Ball does a big chunk and gets a Spadef drop. I was going to run this thing max HP, but I decided to run at max defense. And if I ran at max HP, it would have lived. Then I don't hit it with the next Skull Bash. Well, I tuck my head in. So then it Metronomes. Dark Pulse. Gone. The special defense drop 100% mattered. And Slowbro dies to a Togetic. I should have Giga Impacted on that last turn instead of Skull Bashing, but you'll see it doesn't really matter. We'll bring in Rhyperior. Rhyperior gets off a free Ancient Power. After he Metronomes me, he Torments me. Okay, cool. I get a free Ancient Power off, and Special Rhyperior gets a kill. That's what I'm happy about the most. I'm happy that my boy Special Rhyperior got a kill. Poliwhirl's in. I'm not staying in on that no matter what moves it has. Rosary, I could have stayed in, but Magic Room. I'm like, okay. I just get all my hazards up now. Blastoise is in. T-Spikes. Priority number 1. Just so they're poisoned at the very least. I Protect to scout for a move. He has Avalanche. Now, Avalanche would have killed this if I had a move to hit it with. But Avalanche is only the double damage if you get hit, not if you go second. So I have all status moves, I'm not doing any damage to Blastoise, so I can just freely stack away and see how much this Avalanche does. 50%. I was max HP, so it wasn't going to do too much to me, so I'm like, okay, I can take another one. I can get another free layer of T-Spikes up. Now, it's Toxic when they switch in, which is even better. He puts up the Rain. I'm like, okay, he has Rain Dish. Cool, doesn't matter to me. I get to put up a free layer of normal spikes now. So then, he's just going to Avalanche me again. Cool. I can Protect for 1 more turn of Leech Seed healing. I don't remember if I got 1 more turn of Leech Seed healing. I didn't want to put Avalanche up to a roll. Okay, I switched out to Urshifu. That's what I did. And then he Avalanche Urshifu. Okay, cool. Urshifu gets Leech Seed healing. That's great. So I'm like, okay. I didn't decide to rest because there's no point, and I was debating on bulk upping. I was very strongly debating on clicking bulk up here, because I figured he was going to switch. I'm like, it's still a Wicked Blow. Anything he switches into is going to take stupid damage, because it's a Wicked Blow. So, I'm just going to throw a Wicked Blow off. Now this Mad Lad brought the tech of the season. Anger Point Crocodile. I didn't even know Crocodile got Anger Point, and there's no reason to think Crocodile would run Anger Point because it gets intimidated. Anger Point gives you max attack if you get hit by a critical hit. Wicked Blow crits every time. Crocodile resistant, and is pretty tanky. All he has to do is switch in a Scarf Crocodile on a Wicked Blow when I didn't bring a flying type, and Earthquake my entire team and win. So thank God I got 2 layers of Toxic Spikes up and a layer of normal spikes, because then I was able to stall this thing out. So I saw this happen, and I was like, shit, this is really bad. This is really bad. He just got full anger point. I'm just going to let this thing... Yeah, you can see everyone pop it off here. That was the tech. I realized it was a tech. I'm like, oh, lucky guy. He got a crit. He proc his anger point. Then I'm like, oh, never mind. He crits every time. Big tech. So I let Urshifu go to Earthquake because I have to. There's no point in switching something else in. Everything I switch in is going to die. Absolutely everything I want to go switch in is going to die. So I have to let it sack for toxic damage and start the toxic chains going. Roserade has Protect, so I have to switch Roserade in now, click Protect turn 1, and just let it get toxic, and then go for the double Protect. I have no other option. This is my only option, and I don't get the double, which was sad. So then he EQs me, but then he dies the toxic damage, because I stalled his toxic out long enough, which is important, because then Gengar's able to come in. Gengar's able to come in now. He switches into Spikes, takes 12%, and now he's Toxic Poisoned. Now the Hex comes in huge. I didn't realize Hex would come in this big, but Gengar's max speed, max attack, Timid, so it can outspeed Urshifu. It goes up to 350. If I didn't run Timid, it wouldn't be able to outspeed Urshifu reliably, so I had to run him Timid. So I just get to Hex his whole team. That goes away to Hex. Kill number 1. Poliwhirl comes in, Toxic, damage, Hex, crit. It wouldn't have mattered because no matter what he metronomed, he wouldn't have been able to OHKO my Gengar with a metronome. He's a Poliwhirl unless he got some crazy tech or some crazy roll. I don't know if the crit mattered though. I haven't calced it if the crit mattered. It probably didn't because it's a Poliwhirl without Eviolite, but it might have. I don't think it did though. That's down. Gengar has 2 kills. So now Urshifu Rapid Strike comes in, takes damage, poisoned. I have Destiny Bond, and I outspeed if this isn't Scarfed. So this was basically the win. This was the win. I debond, and he scalds me. He's special. So I'm like, okay, I shouldn't have debonded again here. I should have just hexed here. But I can still keep clicking debond. If that was a crit, I lost because I undid my Destiny Bond. So that was a throw. I shouldn't have Destiny Bonded again. I should have just hexed again. Then I Destiny Bond again. Obviously, it goes up. He Aura Spheres me. He thought he had me. He typed GG, the memer he is. He thought he had me. But since Gengar is holding the ring target, it gets hit by Aura Sphere. It would usually not get affected by it because... you know, it's Aura Sphere. It's a fighting type move. To be fair, even if I didn't have Ring Target, I wouldn't have died to burn that turn, and then I could have just hexed him the next turn, and he probably would have died after toxic damage because I did outspeed him. So I could have done that. I think this was still a win no matter what. But it's funnier that I still killed him with Destiny Bond when he thought Aura Sphere would just go through me. But I was a Ring Target. So I got hit by it. The Destiny Bond procs. We both die, and the game's over. A 26-turn absolute roller coaster. But I won. And Special Rhyperior is the last mon standing, and all it had to click was Ancient Power. So that's it. I mean, I interviewed him afterwards. We were just talking about tech and stuff. We sent the Pokepaste and stuff. If you want to look at more of my scuffed team, I'll even put his Pokepaste down in the description so you can see how scuffed both of our teams were. I'll put his Twitter as well. I'll flash it on the screen right now, or just tell you to go click on it. Just a good dude. Kevin's a homie. He did fall to 0-4, and we go to 4-0. We are still the only undefeated team in the league. We have now sole undisputed possession of first place, even though we don't have the best differential. We have the second best differential in the league, and we are in first place. And we are playing the second place team next week. Tyler, also known as Yo Moves, of the Galarian Warren team. They are 3-1, and they want to meme. I don't know if I personally want to meme a lot against them, because I don't want to make a vast majority of my games meme fights. But there are definitely going to be a couple more competitive games. Whenever I play Yaroon, whenever I play the New Amsterdam Araquanids, that will be a very competitive game. Whenever I play Hylian, Bronx Blazekins, that will be a competitive game. Any playoff game, I obviously won't meme. When I have to play Sandy, Regal Resonance, that will be a competitive game. Lion Boy, Canberra Cacturns will most likely be a competitive game since he's doing very well as of late and has a stupid Buzzwole that everyone hates right now and I need to get rid of. So next week, I'll probably bring some Mimi sets. I'm gone 4-0. I'm on a 4-game win streak right now. I'm very okay with dropping a game. I believe in my potential now. I haven't clinched playoffs yet, obviously. I can still tank, but I've made it a lot easier for myself down the long run to end up getting into playoffs. I also have a free win later on whenever I get my bye week games Blaze. That's just a free 3-0. So I'm effectively 5-0 right now. I just have one win in the bank. So there will be some serious games coming up. Next week, I'll probably bring some Mimi sets, not a lot of Mimi sets. I probably need some stuff to hold down the fort. Other than that, I think that'll be it for this week. Very short video compared to how long all the other ones usually are. And sorry for no edits or anything, but I just wanted to get this out so you can really see the battle. The thumbnail still probably as usual as it is, the title and all. The edits are the only things missing this week. However, I will see you guys next week for the Week 5 battle against Tyler of the Galarian Quarantine, and possibly stay tuned for some type of First Marine tier list coming out before this holiday break is over. No promises. However, it's a possibility. If not, it'll come out eventually. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Peace.